What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the JuiceBox, presented by Lock City. It's Wighty here today. Happy Monday morning. Hope everyone had a good weekend and is looking forward to the week ahead. We have a holiday week actually on both sides of the border. It's Canada Day up here tomorrow, and then 4th of July, obviously this week as well. Today we have episode 120 of the JuiceBox, which is going to be a quick review of yesterday's MLB slate, followed by everything that you need to know for MLB action today on Monday, June 30th, including our JuiceBox Lock of the day. Unfortunately, I dropped the ball for us yesterday on the JuiceBox Lock, or rather, the Athletics dropped the ball on us, dropping us to 14-3 overall in our last 17 JuiceBox Locks. Cruel world. And overall, we now have a 51-34-1 record, up a total of 38.85 units, or $3,885 for you $100 bettors, $388.50 for you $10 bettors. But before we get into today's games, just a reminder, of course, you can join our premium tier Discord at whop.com/lockcity. That's WHOP.com/lockcity for only $5 a month. This gets you access to every cheat sheet every day across all active major sports, access to premium picks from all 9 of our pro cappers, and tons of other sport-specific and stat-specific data points on a daily basis to help you become a better sports bettor. We do daily picks from our capper team. We have those daily projections for all active major sports. And of course, those cheat sheets that we're talking about, y'all see them on Twitter that we're running daily for a ton of different sports and prop markets. You can get better results paying only 16 cents a day or $5 a month at whop.com/lockcity. That's WHOP.com/lockcity. Alrighty, y'all. Let's do a quick review of the Sunday slate. So first game of the day, Cardinals beat the Guardians. We called that out on the pod, score 7-0. Pirates beat the Mets, surprise, surprise, score 12-1 at home. The Yankees beat our Athletics, unfortunately, was the JuiceBox Lock by a score of 5-12. Wasn't even close over the first 5. Stroman looked better than he has. Phillies beat the Braves 2-1 in Atlanta. The Orioles beat the Rays. I was surprised there, to be honest, by a score of 5-1. I thought the Rays would take that. Blue Jays, we had that on best bet sheet, beat the Red Sox by a score of 5-3. They won the first 5 as well. The Reds beat the Pirates by a score of 3-2 at home at Great American. The Astros took care of business against the Cubs, score of 2-0 at home at Daikin. The Rockies in extras beat the Brewers by a score of 4-3 on the road at American Family Field in Milwaukee. The Dodgers beat the Royals by a score of 5-4 at Kauffman Stadium. The White Sox at home beat the Giants at Wright Field by a score of 5-2. The Mariners in extras in 12 innings beat the Rangers by a score of 6-4 at Globe Life Field, in Arlington. Nationals also in extra innings took down the Angels by a score of 7-4 at Angel Stadium. Marlins beat the Diamondbacks, score of 6-4 in Arizona. We took the over 9.5 in that one on MLB Best Bet, so that cashed as well. And then the Detroit Tigers, this was our free play of the day. Detroit Tigers first 5, -1.5. They were up 2-0 after the first 5. They won the game 3-0. Tigers -1.5 run line was also on our MLB Best Bet sheet, so we cashed that as well. Good looking day for Sunday baseball. Even though it is Sunday baseball, things can get a little bit sketchy on Sundays, so we took care of business there. Looking forward to today's slate. We have 8 games on this fine Monday. I was going to say Monday morning, but they don't kick off, obviously, until this afternoon. And much later in the afternoon at 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time is where we are going to find our first game of the day. That's going to be the Padres and the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Matt Waldron gets the start for the Padres, his first outing of the season. He's a right-handed pitcher. Not bad, but first outing of the season is going to be rough for him. Phillies have Zach Wheeler. He's right-handed pitcher, 7-3, 2.45 ERA, 0.92 WHIP. In my opinion, the Phillies' best pitcher. Some would say Jesus Luzardo. This season it's been Wheeler, but I think overall I'd give the nod to Wheeler there. Great pitcher. One of the best in the NL, one of the best in the league, in my opinion. Phillies take care of business here. Probably Phillies -1.5 on the run line. I like that. I've been eyeing it for MLB Best Bets. I haven't done the sheet up officially yet, but I've been eyeing that for it. I like Phillies on the run line here, -1.5. That line is -105 on Bet365. Next one up is going to be the Cardinals and the Pirates. This is going to be 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. And also in Pennsylvania, it's going to be at good old PNC Park in Pittsburgh. We got Eric Fetty getting the start for the Cards. 3-7 with a 4.11 ERA and a 1.36 WHIP. Andrew Heaney getting the start for the Pirates. He's also 3-7 with a 4.48 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP. I do like the over in this game. Pittsburgh's been able to generate a lot of runs against their series with the Mets, which was also at home. They're staying at home for this one as well. They had 30 total runs across 3 games. They outscored the Mets by a combined score of 30-4 across 3 games this weekend. They won 9-1, 9-2, and 12-1. The Cardinals also swept their series this weekend. They were in Cleveland against the Guardians. They won by a score of 5-0, 9-6, and 7-0. So they put up 21 total runs across 3 games, and the Pirates put up 30 total runs across 3 games. So they're averaging 7 runs and 10 runs across their last 3 games, respectively. I have to go with the over in this one, especially when both of these pitchers have an ERA above 4. Both of the bats have been hot. We're going over 8.5. That's definitely going to be on MLB Best Bets. Minus 125, and we'll move on to the next one. Next one's going to be the Yankees and the Blue Jays. We're going to find our JuiceBox Lock here today. It's going to be a little bit of a unique one, I guess, in terms of JuiceBox Locks, but a line that we traditionally run, or a market, rather, that we traditionally run on Max Play of the Day, several parlays, etc. But without further ado, we'll get into it first with some money line leans. This one's going to be the Yankees on the money line. We got Carlos Rodon, left-handed pitcher, 9-5, 2.92 ERA, 0.97 WHIP. And Max Scherzer headed back out there for the Jays. 0-0. He's only gone 8 innings this year, but 0-0 with a 5.63 ERA and a 1.5 WHIP. He's already given up 2 home runs in those 8 innings, 9 hits in those 8 innings. He's walked 3 batters already as well. So this one's going to be Yankees for me. But where we are going to find our JuiceBox Lock is actually going to be in some excellent batter versus pitching history on Vlad Guerrero and Carlos Rodon. So we're going to take Vlad Guerrero here in 15 plate appearances against Rodon. He's got 8 hits. Of those 8 hits, 5 are singles, 2 are doubles, 1's a home run. He's also been walked 3 times. So 11 of those 15 plate appearances have resulted in him getting on base, 8 hits, and 3 walks. So against Rodon, his batting average, he's batting .667. He lights up Rodon historically. Against left-handed pitchers this season, Vlad's batting .343. Rodon has been pitching well, so against righties and lefties, his splits aren't overly significant. But where we're going to find our juice here is going to be on Vlad. I think Vlad gets either a lucky hit or a walk off of Rodon. If we get lucky, he can get walked and still get batted in. And we're going to get a free HRR there. But what we're going to be eyeing for this is over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs for Vlad Guerrero Jr. That's minus 105 on Bet365. And most other books, you can find it in the 105 to 110 range. But Vlad Guerrero, historically, lights up Carlos Rodon. I know Rodon looks good this year, but when you're getting on base above 70% of the time, you got 8 hits, you got 3 walks. I mean, the opportunity is there. They're at home. I think Vlad is going to be the one of few highlights on the Blue Jays offense today. I do like the Yankees to win this game, but inversely, I like Vlad to do a lot of good damage here. So we're going to go Vlad Guerrero over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. That's minus 105 on Bet365. That's going to be our JuiceBox Lock of the day. In terms of money lines, I do like the Yankees here, minus 150. And we'll move on to the next one. Next up is going to be the Reds and the Red Sox at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time, Fenway Park. The Reds have Chase Burns headed out there. He's getting his second start. He was the second overall pick in 2024. Is high up there. I don't remember exactly what pick. He's 0-0 with an ERA of 5.4 and a 1.2 WHIP. He's only gone 5 innings. In those 5 innings, he was hit 6 times. He did have 8 Ks. He gave up a home run. Garrett Crochet gets the start for the Red Sox. 7-4. He's looked great this year. 7-4 with a 2.06 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. I gotta go Red Sox here. I don't love the money line minus 185, but I think that's fairly priced. So Red Sox on the money line minus 185. Best bets feature or contender for a best bets feature, most certainly. Next one up is going to be the Athletics and the Rays. 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time, George Steinbrenner Field, Tampa, Florida. Tampa on the money line is going to be the obvious. So the Athletics are starting Jake Lopez 2-4, 3.56 ERA, 1.30 WHIP, and it's Drew Rasmussen day for the Rays. 7-5 with a 2.45 ERA and a 0.96 WHIP. Rasmussen's looked great. I do like the Rays on the money line here, minus 200. I don't know how I feel against or on them for the run line, but I do like them on the money line at minus 200. What I also like for this game, honestly, is the NRFI as well. Jake Lopez on the road this year is 4-0 for NRFIs. Overall, he's 6-1, so 86% clip rate toward NRFIs. When we're looking at Drew Rasmussen at home, he's 9-2 for NRFIs, so 82%, and overall he's 13-3 for an 81% clip rate. So again, when we're looking at respective road and home records, we're looking at 100% for Jake Lopez and 82% for Drew Rasmussen, so about a 91% implied average. And overall, we're looking at 86% for Lopez and 81% for Rasmussen, so an implied 82, 83.5%, give or take. I like the NRFI here. It's about minus 120. I think that's really, really good value and a line that probably hits here in addition to Tampa money line, which is a gross minus 200, but rightfully so. Next game up, third last game of the night, it's going to be the Orioles and the Rangers, Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas. Orioles are giving Trevor Rogers, the start. He's 1-0 with a 1.62 ERA and a .78 WHIP. Pat Corbin getting the start for the Rangers, 4-7, 4.24 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. I want to lean the Rangers. Both of these pitchers have not been overly great to me. I do like the NRFI here as well, to be honest. Trevor Rogers is perfect for NRFIs. It's only a very small sample size. He's 3-0. But Pat Corbin's been great in the first inning. He's 12-2 overall, 5-1 at home, 86 and 83% respectively. So I like the NRFI in this one as well, minus 115. I also lean Texas on the money line, minus 110, but I don't love it. Best bet's going to be the NRFI for sure. Second last game of the night, one of two West Coast games, is going to be the Royals and the Mariners, T-Mobile Park, Seattle, Washington. The Royals are starting Michael Wacha, 4-7 overall, 3.33 ERA, 1.22 WHIP. George Kirby's getting the nod for the Mariners, 1-4 overall with a 5.40 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. I do want to lean Seattle, just because Kansas City's been a little bit rocky as of recently on the road. They're not great, but they've lost 4 of their last 5 overall. Mind you, it was against the Rays and the Dodgers, so most teams would lose 4 of 5. But I still got to give the edge to Seattle here. For the third game in a row, I do kind of like the NRFI. Mike Wacha has been stellar this season in the first inning. He's 16-0. He has not given up a run in the first inning, including 7-0 on the road. George Kirby is basically where that's our question mark here. I don't think Wacha will give up a run here against Seattle. George Kirby is 2-1 at home for a 67% clip rate on the NRFI, and then 5-2 overall for a 71% clip rate. This is one I'll probably just take the chance on and hope that Kirby doesn't give up a run in the first. It's minus 125. I think that's good value for this because I think Wacha definitely holds it down, and Kirby's the only question mark. So getting near even money on that for something that's about a 70% implied odds, I feel comfortable about that. I'm going to go NRFI on this game as well for a best bet. And that's going to bring us to the last game of the night, which is going to be the Giants and the D-backs. Also 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Logan Webb getting the nod for the Giants. 7-5 overall with a 2.52 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP. Ryan Nelson getting the start for the D-backs. 4-2 overall with a 3.71 ERA and a 1.05 WHIP. I want to lean Giants here. The Giants have not looked good recently. They dropped 2 of 3 to the Sox. They had lost a couple of games there to the Marlins, so they've lost 4 of their last 5, but so have the Diamondbacks. And guess what 2 teams the Diamondbacks also played? The White Sox and the Marlins. So these basically got inversed. So when San Francisco was playing Miami, the Diamondbacks were playing Chicago. And then when San Francisco was playing Chicago, the Diamondbacks were playing Miami. They've both lost 4 of their last 5 games to those 2 teams, respectively. I still want to lean Giants just because it's Logan Webb on the mound. I would say Giants' first 5 innings money line, probably around minus 160 as the best bet for this game. Nothing I really love. It'll be interesting to see who takes this one, but I'm going to lean Giants' first 5 on the money line for the last game of the night. We'll circle back up very quickly for the JuiceBox Lock. That's going to be in the Yankees and Blue Jays game at 7:07 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to be going with Vlad Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, minus 105 on most major books. I won't go into too much detail again here, but basically Guerrero just lights up Rodon. He's 8 for 15 lifetime against Rodon. That includes 5 singles, 2 doubles, and a home run. In addition to that, he's also been walked 3 times. So he's gotten on base 11 out of 15 plate appearances against Rodon. That's 70% of the time, above 70% of the time. So I like him for over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. I think we can get a free run here if he gets on base through a walk, and then all we need is a hit and an RBI. Also, obviously, an RBI single double would cash us immediately. So we'll hope for the best here. I think this is a really good line. 14-3 in our last 17, and we're lighting it up overall. Obviously, up 38 units here on the JuiceBox Locks. So feel great about this one today. Claw's going to bring y'all some cash tomorrow here on the JuiceBox, and hopefully recap a winner for us here today. And yeah, looking forward to a great afternoon of Monday baseball. I think we got some good lines here, given that it's a short slate. So excited to see what comes of it. Hope to bring y'all some cash, and we will see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Peace.